Hello everyone, and welcome to another royal reading here at MadWorldTarot. It is a Monday afternoon, a blustery grey Monday afternoon as I am doing this, and we are back in hospital. Basically today we've spent some time at those awful aviation awards. Well, we had a bit of fun there, I think, and now we're back in Britain and we're back in hospital, and we are having a look at the story that allegedly, according to the Mirror newspaper, the King and Princess of Wales, and I am quoting, have received support from Prince Harry and Meghan regarding their health. This is after days of speculation, wondering whether the Parkles had in fact reached out. We had heard they had reached out privately. Now we're getting this from the Mirror. I think it came out yesterday, this news item. It carries on to say the Duke and Duchess contacted both parties in different ways to pass on their concern and best wishes. All very vague. And now there is a rumour that Prince William is screening stuff that's arriving in hospital. We're going to look at that in our little follow-up reading to this one, so we're not going to look at that right now. And there is of course also the question of how you would contact someone like the King who does not have a personal cell phone. You've got to go through the gorgeous, no longer Major Johnny Thompson, now something or other. Johnny Thompson, something much fancier. I can't remember now his rank. I'm not a military person with a military background, so I forget these things. But you might have to do that. Can you try and send flowers to Catherine and they get blocked at the door of the hospital? Do you try and send a message through Major Johnny? All of these things we're going to have a look at. So how basically the Parkles feel right now about the situation. Are they worried about it? Are they looking at it and rubbing their hands with glee and thinking, oh, here's an opportunity for us? And then the contact. Have they contacted the King, Catherine? What form of method did they use, and how was it received? That's where we're heading today with the Tarot of Curious Creatures, because I think this is rather a curious situation that has unfolded, and always with the Parkles and the royals more broadly. Every day is just really quite perplexing. We now have poor old Fergie. She survived breast cancer. Now she's got melanoma. Fergie's name being implicated in a Parkle comeback as well. All to be looked at in future here on this channel. But right now, today, looking to see if Harry and Meghan have actually done the decent thing and privately and quietly sent messages of concern and well wishes to family members they have horribly traduced very recently in Scooby-Doo's file little book, the flop of a book, Endgame. That's all my personal opinion, of course, and most other people's too. So let's remind you, it's tarot for fun and entertainment, all my opinion, all speculation. I read energy here, archetypal energy, because we are dealing with the archetypal family, the royal family, the British royal family. There's the devil. Oh, hi. I love to see the devil in these readings. And we'll put him back and shuffle him back in. And disclaimer, of course, in the box. Okay, whole deck's collapsing. We're good to go. Haven't used these cards for a while, and when that happens, sometimes takes a while to juice them up. My cheat sheet's about to fall on the floor. Can't have that. So let's see what we've got. Parkle view of the situation. Outreach, have they really, to the King, to Catherine? What type of message did they try and send, or type of contact, if they did? Speculating, of course, wildly. And that one went on its own way as it came out of the pack. And then how were the messages or the attempted contacts or communications received by the poor two who are in a spot of bother, Two of Swords, underlying energy. That's what we're dealing with. We're dealing with decision time, crossroads. And there is a story, and yet another story that needs to be looked at, that Harry in particular is wanting to rush to his father's bedside. He didn't rush to the Queen's bedside. He didn't rush to Prince Philip's bedside. He was too busy on that particular occasion doing the Oprah interview and causing tremendous pain and anguish to his family, in particular his grandparents. But this might actually prompt some action, but it's not there yet, Two of Swords. A big thing going on. Should I get on a plane? And if I do get on a plane, how do I leave herself behind? That, of course, is the speculation. We'll look at that. But this tells me that there is a dilemma. Two of Swords is very often a dilemma of what to do. Oh, the humanity. Do I go and accept an award? And get selfies taken with that fraudulent prince, or do I actually do the decent thing and get on a plane and quietly go and visit my family members and not make it all about a new Netflix series? A little bit of snark here because it's something that makes me personally feel rather indignant and upset, just mildly so. Situation. What are we dealing with? We're dealing with the Ten of Wands in reverse. Yeah. This is a bitter pill for the Parkles to swallow, this Ten of Wands in reverse. It's a burden that is an intolerable burden and has to be dropped at some stage. I wouldn't say it's Meghan's energy. I would say it's Harry's energy, and I would say this is Harry as well, more than herself. I don't think she has the EQ to care, and that's an unprofessional diagnosis, given that most people speculate she's somewhere on the narcissistic spectrum, and I agree with that in my unprofessional way. But Ten of Wands in reverse is somebody who is feeling very alone, very burdened, wants to drop these burdens, wants to go home, I would say. That's what we're dealing with here. Somebody who hasn't plucked up the courage to actually make a difficult decision yet. That is my feeling. So let's look at the Parkles in the first column. Harry first, his view of the situation. What does how does he feel about it? Four of Cups in reverse. This is somebody, and I've got this energy before for him quite recently. I think at least once. Four of Cups is upright. Indifference. Who cares? Can't be bothered. And when it's in reverse, it's, ooh, maybe I should have felt something about that situation. Maybe I shouldn't have rejected the hand of friendship when it was offered to me. Maybe I should actually try a little bit to repair the mess, to the bridge I burned down. Can we have a do-over? It's that kind of energy. So it's somewhat apologetic, not terribly apologetic. Apologetic is probably the wrong word, but it's just a little bit of a wake-up energy of, maybe I was wrong to just ignore things that I ignored, like people dying. And let's just have a little rethink about it, and maybe we can have a bit of a do-over, and I'll try and be more interested in your plight. I've been so fixated on myself and my grievances that I haven't bothered to notice, as I say, people dying, people with serious health crises, royal family falling over because not enough of them left to actually do the things they need to do. Oh, maybe, just maybe, I'll try and phone. Oh, oops, don't have your number anymore. Block number, whatever. Brat energy in that Four of Cups for me. Very bratish energy. Herself, how does she feel about what's going on now? Rubbing her hands with glee, or thinking, oh dear? Oh my. A bit of an oh dear moment. The Star in reverse. That's interesting. Very interesting, because I think she's realised, if she's capable of realising anything, I think she has realised that she missed an opportunity here. With the Star in reverse, because she could have been the star of the moment. The Parkles could have been the stars of the moment, absolutely. King in hospital, Princess of Wales in hospital, William distracted trying to do the school run, and obviously protect his children from what's really going on as best he can. Very difficult for him right now. Big gap, an opportunity for the Parkles. If they were around, if they were still working royals, they would be the natural stand-ins right now. They could really have seized the moment. And the Star card in reverse tells me that she is aware of that. It's not, oh dear, poor darlings, I feel so wretched for them. Harry's got a bit of a, oh, gee, maybe I should pay more attention to other people's problems instead of just myself. But she really is looking at it and seeing what a missed opportunity it is. That now any outreach has got to be, if there is an outreach or has got to be private, can't be leaked to a newspaper, they're not going to be there greeting dignitaries on state visits and things like that in the absence of the King and the Prince and Princess of Wales. She's sitting in California somewhere, we're not quite sure where, and can't make advantage, use this to her advantage at all. Star in reverse tells you, I think, everything you need to know about her and her attitude. So let's look now at the King and Catherine and whether the Parkles did in fact attempt at least to reach out in different ways, contacted in different ways. We have no indication in this little quote that the message was received or responded to. So first question, did they in fact contact the King somehow or send something to the King? I've got the Three of Swords in reverse. Wow. That's trying to heal a betrayal, recover from a betrayal. So I do think that something was sent, again with this awareness, and I think the awareness is coming from Harry more than from her, this awareness that there has been a tremendous hurt and betrayal to the King himself, and trying to get over it and reconcile after heartbreak. I'm sure that the dominant feeling is Harry's own sense of grievance, that Pa never apologized for all the terrible wrongs that he did to me. But that's my personal opinion. But there seems to be Three of Swords in reverse is trying to get over heartbreak and a fallout and a betrayal. Is one of the worst cards in tarot, Three of Swords. In reverse, there is some attempt to heal a rift, a tricky situation. And always with Three of Swords there are three people, well, not always, but very often there's a third person that's come into a situation that was quite cozy and messed it up. And of course Meghan, Harry and the King, they might say Camilla might be the extra person, but for me, reading this, the extra person in this drama is Meghan, and it's since her arrival on the scene that the King's relationship with Harry has absolutely fallen apart. So it does seem to be, but it's coming from a very, very, very difficult place, I think, on both sides, Harry's and the King's. How about contacting Catherine? Did they try and reach out to Catherine in some shape or form? And we have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. I think if they did, they were blocked, but we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Ace of Pentacles in reverse is not a card that I like. It first of all speaks to the fact that she, I suspect, is there because she has worn herself out. I'm sure that there is something much more serious than that, but I think that part of it is she has worked herself to the bone. Eight of Pentacles. And so there is an awareness possibly from the Parkles that this has got something to do with that. I don't know if they know how serious her condition is or what it is. I'm sure they don't, unless there's been a leak from one of the cousins. But the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, something hasn't worked, quite literally. And also blocked in the sense that they might have viewed this as a money-making opportunity. And I'm just reading cards, I'm reading energy, I'm speculating, all right? Disclaimer in the box below. So feeling that it would have been a good situation to exploit. Oh, Meghan sent Catherine flowers with a note. Can't do it. It's blocked somehow. We're going to get on to Prince William, as I've already said, in the next reading. But we've got two very difficult energies here. The Three of Swords in reverse is a very difficult energy. And Eight of Pentacles in reverse is something that hasn't worked out quite literally and might have been taken advantage of, used to monetize, to merch. And infamously, there was that wreath at Prince Philip's funeral where it was very clearly, there was a press release during the funeral about a wreath that had been sent from the Parkles, and with the name of the florist, the flowers in the wreath. Nobody else did that. And it was so tacky, and it was so attention seeking, and so obviously also merching. So I think that that's going on. There might have been an attempt that was thwarted. So tell us about the actual attempts. What did they involve? Because we have different ways. The obvious ones are a phone call, or a FaceTime, or flowers, or a note, or getting your people to contact their people, sort of thing. Messages sent like that. Well, so far the message that all we know about is the message that was sent to the mirror. Yes, we did reach out and contact them in different ways. So nothing specific, so that the royals can't turn around and say, no, the king didn't get a call from Harry. The king doesn't take personal calls, or Catherine didn't get flowers from Meghan. Very vague. So tell us, the king. What was sent to the king? How did Ace of Wands in reverse, blocked phone call? Couldn't get through. So it's as big as a missed call, or phoning. He's a colonel or some such. Phoning handsome guy in kilt, and guy in kilt saying, no way, you can't talk to him now. He's too busy. He's not well. He doesn't want to talk to you. Go away. Whatever. Blocked. Blocked message. Most likely an attempted phone call or an email or something like that didn't get through. That's message. That is communication. That didn't happen. Eight of Wands. Communicate. The communication card. That's been blocked. Catherine. What was the contact there? King of Pentacles. That's a very Harry card there. So Harry might have tried to get through to her. That one might even have been Meghan trying to phone. Just saying, because she has been trying to get hold of the king to have a one-to-one meeting and get him to apologize and explain his racism and hand over the throne to her and Harry, or just her, leave Harry out, but who needs him? Being snarky. King of Pentacles is, I think that Harry did something, because that's him in a powerful position, in an upright position. Powerful is the wrong word here in this reading. In a solid, kind of stable, we go back a long way. Remember me, I care about you, I'm here for you, to support you, kind of a thing. It's not telling me how precisely this message would have been sent, but it is telling me that it's more Harry's energy. I don't think Meghan would ever dare to actually reach out, although the flowers might have tried, she might have tried to sneak flowers in. We're going to find out in the next reading. This is a Harry energy. This is Harry saying, I'm here to support you. So there's that. How about how the reaching out was received or felt or ignored? King. Seven of Cups. He remains open to healing the situation with the particles. I nearly called them the particles. Because that's the card of possibilities. He's open to possibilities with them. So he, even though the message wasn't received, didn't get through, it was a bit of broken telephone kind of a thing there. He still there is still opportunity. There's still a possibility. He still, he sees them. He sees probably Harry more than her. Probably is him who tried to phone Harry, who tried to phone more than Meghan, who tried to phone. It's not really coming through as the Meghan energy, I have to say. It's all really Harry. I mean, that's a male figure there. That is seeing the possible toxicity of the situation, because the Seven of Cups always has something in there that's a snake or a ghost or something tricky. You can't see so clearly in this version of it. But in and amongst the jewels and the wonderfulness, there is a threat as well. So he's aware that they are toxic or Harry is dangerous, but he's open to that risk still. Seven of Cups. So it's not door slam. How about Catherine? How did Catherine respond to this outreach? Page of Pentacles, that's message received. There she is, okay. Maybe it was a note, maybe it was an email, maybe it was a card that was delivered or sent or something like that. Pages are communication. Pentacles fits that King of Pentacles. So perhaps he sent a message through someone or something to her, and it was received in a positive way, Page of Pentacles, but it's very minor. It wasn't important. It wasn't something that she would have spent hours on, you know, looking at fondly and thinking, oh, how lovely. It was just, okay, message received. Page of Pentacles is my negotiation card. It's not an apology so much. That would be Page of Cups. It's more like opening negotiations, opening a conversation that might have been shut down for a very long time, and it's coming from someone she views as childlike. Page, emotionally immature, somebody who has got some lessons to learn. Page of Pentacles, the student of the zodiac, the tarot. Forgetting where I am. So I think that, to summarize this, Harry is the one who's at a crossroads in his life. Does he bother to mend fences, or does he just carry on trashing his family the way he has been? The Ten of Wands in reverse tells me that he is really feeling this very intensely. His energy, Four of Cups in reverse, I need to stop paying attention to other people's feelings, maybe just a tiny bit. It has dawned. She herself, the big card of this reading, the Star in reverse, realizes what a moment it would have been for herself and Harry if they had still been working royals, and they've messed it up. Contacting Charles, did they? Three of Swords in reverse, realizing that there's a lot of pain between Harry and the King, or Meghan and the King as well, maybe. Trying to fix it. Long way to go when you've got the Three of Swords in a reading. A long way to go. Catherine, Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Again, the sense of a missed opportunity to merge, to benefit from this situation. I think that my sense of that is that is Meghan's energy, because Harry shows up here. So nature of the contact, the attempted contact, a missed call, an email that didn't get responded but mostly I think that's a missed phone call that the King didn't take for whatever reason. Catherine, the reaching out from Harry looks like, definitely, I think this was also probably Harry, with the King. The King of Pentacles coming from a position of you can count on me. Not that she's going to, because she sees him as Page of Pentacles, very junior, very immature, and but it's not horrible rejection. And the King is, I see that allowing you into my life at any level could be really damaging. That you have the potential to be an absolute snake in my life, but I'm going to leave the door open to you. So it's not been a calamity in terms of either of these people's responses, because of course they are generous and evolved people, highly generous, highly evolved people, and would forgive, would be open to those kinds of things. It's really up to has been to decide what to do with this mess right now. And so that is your reading, and thank you for watching. On to the next one.